A win is a win.
Yep.
I know you always say that. That's a cliche. But as Tom Thibodeau also says, no lead is safe. That's remarkable that it was a 26-point lead with 9 minutes to go, and then you look up with about 2 minutes to go, the lead's down to 4. But yet, most importantly of all, the Knicks prevail.
Memphis made 21 threes. The three-pointer is the ultimate equalizer in this game. Allen's stat to watch was they want to shoot a lot of threes. That's what they do. If they get hot from that three-point line, you said it, no lead is safe. And this is why Tom Thibodeau, even though you're up 20 with 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, he puts his starters back in the game because he knows how volatile a lead can be in the NBA with the guys, with the way teams can shoot the three-point shot and get themselves back into the game. Having said that, what a shot by Donte DiVincenzo. It comes down to the Knicks had a lot of pressure on them. That Memphis team, they didn't miss in the fourth quarter, and they needed a guy to step up and make a big shot, and Donte DiVincenzo did it, and then down the stretch they got a couple stops and came away with a victory that this team really needs. Now they're one game away from being second in the East behind Cleveland and Milwaukee, and they're continuing to play great basketball. 16-3 in their last 19 games. That's how you get it done.
Memphis has had a lost season, decimated by injuries.
Yes.
Knicks injury list growing before tonight with Jericho Sims out. He's under the weather. Hopefully the ankle injury to Jalen Brunson won't keep him out too long. Knicks play again on Thursday against Dallas and then Saturday against the Pacers. What a great start for the Knicks. They go 8 of 15 shooting from downtown in the first half, and it looked like it was going to be a wire-to-wire, not wire-to-wire win, but a wire-to-wire blowout until that fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's why coaches use the cliche, you got to play for 48 minutes. And, you know, this young Memphis team, they fought till the end. And I give Taylor Jenkins a lot of credit. He's a great coach. He motivated his guys to just compete at a high level. But the Knicks played great in that first quarter, especially Jalen Brunson. They were sharing the ball all over the place. Precious Achiuwa was outstanding offensively. He really scored the basketball very well. And everyone that came in the game, the bench included, knocked down shots. I mean, Deuce McBride was great, got into double figures with 12 points. Knicks had 6 guys in double figures, so scoring was not the issue. But this Memphis team, offensively, they found their confidence in that fourth quarter. And the Knicks, they have to show that resistance defensively for the full 48 minutes.
You take a look at the stats. Donte DiVincenzo, I mentioned 32. He's got 5 straight games now with at least 20. Achiuwa had 17. Hartenstein had 17, tying his season high in terms of points. Brunson the 27, and McBride off the bench with 12. So the Knicks had great scoring balance. Had 6 players in double figures, and they're able to hold off Memphis by 10. We're now joined by Alan Hahn, helped call the game tonight on ESPN Radio 98.7 FM. Alan, how was the roller coaster on the radio call tonight? Tick, 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 tick.
It was, but you know what Wally said there at the open is exactly what I was kind of hinting to in that third quarter, because you could feel it in the third quarter. The Knicks had an outstanding first half and did everything that you'd expect a team like the Knicks would do on your home floor against a depleted team like the Memphis Grizzlies. You just take it at them, you just get into the paint and score at will, and then you shut them down defensively. You try to take their will out of the game. But that third quarter, things started to turn a little bit. The Knicks defense wasn't as sharp as it normally was, and that's all of a sudden you started seeing a couple of threes go down. There were 2 in particular in the corner in front of the Grizzlies bench in the third quarter that were just open looks. One was by, I think, Kennard, but it was the fact that when they happened, Tom Thibodeau, and you're up by 20, Tom Thibodeau put his hands in the air like, what are we doing? Like, we cannot leave guys wide open. Don't let the other team start to get any type of confidence in their three-point shooting. And so I just kept mentioning that, the lead, and of course, how much time was left in the game, and whether or not you wanted to try to save those minutes and save a guy like Donte DiVincenzo and Jalen Brunson from having to play another 30-plus, almost 40 minutes. Well, DiVincenzo ended up having to play 40 minutes in this game. You couldn't get the rest you needed to because, and Wally, you nailed it. When everybody wonders why with Tom Thibodeau you leave players in the game, why do you leave a play? Because the three-point shot is the great equalizer in this game, and all the other team needs to do is get hot, and suddenly you have a game, and that's exactly what happened tonight.
Where do you think the Knicks go from here? Hopefully Jalen Brunson it's not a serious injury. Obviously he is beaten down, worn down, playing big minutes. Where do you think they go from here if they don't have Jalen Brunson?
I'm afraid to ask. I mean, Thursday is the trade deadline, so it does feel like there might be some pressure for Thursday which already I think the goal was to try to get some help for Jalen Brunson off the bench so you can have another ball handler. It's the one thing that the OG Anunoby trade, while it did bring you OG, it did bring you Precious Achiuwa, who both have been really contributing players here. You did trade away, I shouldn't say give, but trade away Emmanuel quickly, and you did not really replace him. And that is somebody that is a ball handler you can put out on the floor that can take minutes so Brunson can stay on the bench. And what you see a lot of times is Brunson goes to the bench and the offense just isn't there. And you got to get him back in the game. So he is playing these heavy minutes, 45 out of 48 minutes against the Lakers on Saturday. So I think the goal has always been to try to find some guard help off the bench by the trade deadline. So Thursday night, the next game, the deadline will have passed, and we'll see if the Knicks will be able to address that issue.
Donte DiVincenzo, of course, has been a great acquisition when you talk about the trade deadline coming up in a couple of days. Of course, he was a free agent acquisition. Al, now, for DiVincenzo, he's got 5 straight games with at least 20, and he was key tonight, especially down the stretch, as Wally mentioned, when the Knicks had the lead cut to 4, and he came up with a huge 3.
I mean, that 3 out of the timeout was fantastic, but he shot the 3 as he's been with confidence. Didn't have to take as many tonight because the basket, with the rim was open, the paint was open. That was a pretty finger roll finish, but DiVincenzo is showing us a lot about his game, isn't he? Because a lot of times when you get a player, you ask him, well, what does he do? Well, he shoots threes, shoots a high percentage of threes. And then it's like, well, what else does he do? Well, the more opportunity he's gotten, moves into the starting lineup. He shows you he's not just a three-point shooter. He's smart, a spacer, a bit of a playmaker. He understands how to play off of Jalen Brunson. And now Julius Randle goes out. Well, how are you going to get some offense? He provides that offense, getting you 20-plus points per game. Let's not forget about his defense as well. A couple of steals early in this game, setting a tone defensively. There's a lot to his game that is really starting to blossom here with the Knicks. So he continues to prove that what do you need from him? He can do it. And you saw it again tonight. They needed a closer in this game when Brunson went out, and he did that.